Welcome back to the best years. The Garden State is known for its delicious fruits and vegetables, and they don't get any fresher than when you pick them yourself. Let's take a look at this yummy feature.
It's blueberry heaven and fresh baked pies, all ripe for the picking at Emery's Berry Farm in New Egypt, New Jersey.
This 60-acre farm lets you pick the freshest organic blueberries, and when picking season is over, you can still enjoy that fresh picked taste with Emery's fresh frozen blueberries.
This is a family farm, and we started here approximately 11 years ago. Prior to that, we'd been living in Howell and had an organic farm there. We were the first certified organic farm in Howell, and we grew organic vegetables. And it was a love of ours, and we wanted to continue while we also had animals at the time. We wanted to expand our horizons and look towards blueberries, which we knew were very beneficial, filled with antioxidants and all kinds of wonderful things. I am a 15-year cancer survivor, and that was another reason why we wanted to share organic fruits and vegetables with other people. We purchased about 11 years ago, and shortly thereafter my husband passed away. So my son John decided that he would come and help run the blueberries outside and see that they were well maintained.
I was off with my own job and suit and tie and company car. And unfortunately, my father, shortly after purchasing the farm, passed away. My mother was then holding about 190 acres between 3 farms, and it was just too much for her to handle. And much to everyone else's input, I decided to quit the real job and come back to the farm. So here we are 10 years later. We all reside on the farm. The farm is still alive and thriving and profitable enough to support both me and my family.
Whether it's blueberries or pumpkin picking, Emery's is a great family outing.
There's lots to do and see, including visiting Cupcake, the farm's mini donkey, and all the barnyard animals.
We have animals outside that are available so that the children can go over and they can purchase some feed for 25 cents. There's feeding tubes so that children don't actually touch the animals. But they certainly do get close to them, and they can see the goats jumping up and down, and they kind of perform and act up a little bit for them because they know they're going to be fed. We have a donkey out there named Cupcake, and we have Dolly, our big sheep. She gets quite burly and gets shaved twice a year, and some other chickens and guinea hens and all kinds of fun things out there. Our fall season is probably one of the funnest, I think, here. It's a little bit cooler, and families come with their children and they can go out and pick in our pumpkin patch. It's very close here so that people don't have to park and walk a long way. We have our pumpkin patch, we have a hayride. The hayride takes you around the farm and you get to see how pretty it is. The fall colors are changing.
If you don't like to pick, you'll still have a great time browsing through Emery's quaint little farm market and bakery. Open April through December 24th, Emery's features 20 delectable fresh-baked pies. And the shelves, well, they're packed with a unique assortment of jams, honey, and preserves.
We have probably 18 or 20 different varieties of pies that we bake. And we're baking here every day. We bake according to the flow of traffic, because we want you to always have something that's nice and fresh. And we bake from early hours in the morning. We bake baking pies that include anything from blueberry, blueberry crumb, our trifecta, which is our cherry, peach, and blueberry. It's our #2 seller. We've got some caramel apple walnut and coconut custard. And what else do we have? We've got peach, apple, apple crumb, all kinds of goodies. Then we have a whole variety of pastries that include apple turnovers, blueberry turnovers. We call blueberry strudels, which seems to be everyone's favorite. They love that. We have a large selection of preserves, and I think predominantly people come here because they love that old-fashioned pack that reminds them of things that they did as a child, going out picking berries and coming home and making their own jams and preserves. And years ago, that's what I did. I made every preserve and every jam.
We have a quite a large senior population in the areas of Manchester and New Egypt and Jackson. And while it's a nice place to visit just for the environment, there's quite a bit of no sugar products available at the farm market. They do 4 different types of no sugar pies, as well as a huge selection of no sugar jams and jellies. And it happens to be a great spot for the seniors as well. So we welcome you to come out.
We are open from usually the 2 weeks before Easter until December 24th. 7 days a week we're here from 9 until 6. In the summer times we try to stay open on Fridays only till 7, just to give people who are riding to the shore a chance to stop in and pick up their pies for the weekend and come home on Sunday and pick up some more.
If you plan on visiting Emery's, then don't forget to stop by Hallock's You Pick Farm, owned by brothers Doug and Charlie Hallock. This farm has an extensive array of fruits and vegetables that you can pick yourself or purchase in their farm market.
Yeah, it's a family-owned operation. We've been in the pick-your-own business since 1970. My father started in the 50s here, and the pick-your-own started in 1970, and we've been growing ever since. We grow over 40 different varieties. We have people traveling as far as Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, Connecticut, New Hampshire, Massachusetts to come to pick the vegetables and stuff that we have. Me and my oldest brother Doug are the owners of the business. My sister works here. My nephew, my niece works, and my 2 daughters. It's a very good family operation. I have about 18 to 19 different employees also working for us to do a lot of the field labor work. We grow about 40 different varieties of fresh vegetables for your picking pleasure.
There's a wide variety of fresh produce for you to enjoy. From late May through fall, Hallock's has 40 different fruits and veggies that are in season and just right for the picking, either in their field or in their farm market.
We start with the strawberries as our earliest growing season, and then we get into our sweet peas and the beans and a lot of tomatoes and peppers, cucumbers, pickles. There's a wide variety of vegetables that we grow. It's also a very good operation for family and to bring their friends and their family to come out. The kids love to do it. It's great that the kids come out and see and learn what goes on with the farm and not just seeing it on the shelf in the grocery store. So they can actually see how stuff does grow. Our main picking season is usually between August and the end of September, October. November gets a little slower, but we are open until the day before Thanksgiving. That'll be for your later season crops that come later in the fall.
So from spring right up to the holidays, it's worth a trip to New Egypt, New Jersey for the freshest fruits, vegetables, and home-baked pies.
For directions to Emery's Organic Blueberry Farm and Farm Market, just visit emerysfarm.com. And to learn more about Hallock's You Pick Farm and greenhouses, visit hallocksyoupick.com. Reporting from New Egypt, I'm Ralph Bertini.
And I'm Roseanne Durso. Let's dig in.
Oh boy.
We close the show today with our Just a Minute segment. Motivational speaker Maria Robinson inspires us to get rid of our own limitations.
Hello, I'm Maria Robinson. Limitations are not something we're born with. They're something we learn. The best example I've ever heard is this. Baby elephants are trained by placing a rope around their necks, attaching the rope to a stake in the ground. If the elephant starts to wander, its natural impulse, it's stopped by the chain. Eventually, a full-grown elephant can have a rope around its neck attached to a stick in the ground, and it won't even try to go beyond the limits of that rope. If we hear enough times that we're not good enough, that we can't do something, that we're incapable, we begin to believe it. And the same thing happens to us. Eventually, we don't even try to do something differently. So the next time you think you can't do something, think of those baby elephants. Go beyond the limits of those chains. You might surprise yourself.
That's our show for today. Thanks for joining us. For everyone here at The Best Years, remember to make this year your best year. I'm Sandy Levine.
We want to hear from you. Send us your comments and show ideas. Call the Best Years hotline at 732-255-0445. or email bestyears@ocean.edu. Be sure to include your name and daytime phone number. Visit us on the web at ocean.edu/best.htm.